All right, so for this example, we're going to work backwards whereas before you were given some information about a graph and then you were asked to create the equation. Now you're given the equation, you're asked to find the information as what meaning finding the center and finding the radius. So this is in standard form. We have our H, we have our K, and we have our radius. Well, we have it in r squared, okay? But we want to find r, okay? So to find r, we will have to take the square root. So to write our center, the center, you're going to take the opposite of that sign that's in front of the each number. So where here we have x minus 3, to identify h, take the opposite of -3. So we have 3 comma. For k, we have -1. When we write the center, it's going to be +1. Now here, this is r squared, but we're looking for r. So to find r, we take the square root to both sides, and r is equal to 5. Now, so we have here, give the center and radius of the circle described by the equation in graph. We're going to graph it. Then identify the domain and range of the circle graphed. Okay, so let's go ahead and plot these points. And I'm going to show you how to find uh, uh, the other points so we can create this circle by using its radius. So our center here is 3, 1, which is in quadrant 1. I'm going to put C for center. Now, to find, let's say 4 points, up, down, left, right, we're going to use the radius. So we're going to count over 5 units, left, right, up, down, to find the other points. So let's find the other points, starting at the center, count to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have 8, 1. Then we're going to go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have -2, 1. Then we're going to go up 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is at 3, 6. And then we're going to go down 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 3, -4. And then let's create our circle. All right, so here we have our circle. And we have all the information that we need to identify the domain and range. Now at this point, finding the domain and range is not new, because remember, we're looking at along the graph, where does the circle start at? Because the domain and range we're going to write as an interval notation. Okay, so help me out here. Our domain, where do we start as we move along the x-axis? We're starting at -2 and it ends at 8. And then our range, we move along the y-axis. Where does this circle begin? At -4. Move up, 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 up to 6. There we go. Okay, so this is the information we need to create a circle. Let's do another example. Same instructions apply. Here is our equation. We have here x squared plus y minus 2 squared is equal to 4. So we want to find the center. So my question to you is, do we have an h? Well, we do, but it's not there. It's 0. We have a k. That's going to be positive 2. Take the opposite. Then we have an r squared, which is 4. And to find r, because that's what we want, take the square root of 4. And we have r is equal to 2. So we have all of the information that we need to create this line. Okay, so we're going to start at 0, 2, which is on the y-axis here. I'm going to put C for center. And then from there, we're going to move up, down, left, right, 2 units for the radius. To the right, 1, 2. This is at 2, 2. To the left, we have, count over 2 spaces to the left, 1, 2. This is negative 2, 2. Then we're going to go up 2 units, 1, 2. This is at 0, 4. And then go down 2 units, 1, 2. We have 0, 0. Okay, so let me make my circle. All right, so we have our circle here. Now, let's find our domain. Start along the x-axis. Where does the circle start at? Begin at negative 2. It ends at positive 2 along the x-axis. Our range, we're starting here at 0, 0. So this we're saying 0, and it goes to 4. There we go. We have a circle that's graphed, which allows us to identify the domain and range.